We all love traveling for different reasons, and the wonder of visiting somewhere unfamiliar fosters adventure. Regardless of the cause for travel, I always look forward to eating. And seriously, I think the food and restaurant scene tells a lot about a particular area. Good food is certainly something all of the popular cities have in common, but there are some certainly better than others. In this video, we are going to dive into the top 10 best food cities. Before we get started, smash that like button, click subscribe for more content, and leave a comment below letting us know what cities you think should make the list. Kicking off the list at number 10, Houston, Texas. This popular Texas city is rated one of the best cities to live in Texas. And while other cities have great food, such as Austin, Houston brings two culinary staples, Tex-Mex and barbecue. So Houston is a more up-and-coming culinary city, but with the diversity within the city comes great authentic food. If you're in town and are craving some barbecue, it seems that Killen's Texas Barbecue and Jackson Street Barbecue are two of the most popular. If Tex-Mex is more your thing, Pico's restaurant is second to none. And if neither of those sounds great, Houston has you covered with plenty of other options. Portland, aka the City of Roses, is the largest and most populous city in the state of Oregon. Well known for its parks, eco-friendliness, and amazing coffee, Portland has gained attention with its cuisine as well. In a city where fresh and organic foods are favored, the city provides local chefs with amazing ingredients, resulting in experimental and phenomenal food. If you're looking to eat on a budget, the city hosts hundreds of food carts and trucks, which are second to none. If you're looking for some upscale options, Andina serves Peruvian food that will blow your mind. If you enjoy seafood, check out Roe. And look, if you visit, you will not leave disappointed. The Emerald City, Seattle, is a beautiful laid-back city featuring some of the best coffee in the country, a booming art scene, and is a heaven for any outdoor enthusiast. Yeah, it rains a lot, but this city, surrounded by water, is simply beautiful, and I highly recommend anyone to go. Being located in the prime location in the Pacific Northwest, this city receives fresh seafood that is to die for. The city is also home to a large Asian influence and hosts some really great sushi options. While I've only been to Seattle once, I would highly recommend Altura, an Italian restaurant located in Capitol Hill, as it was the best I had in the city while there. Our number 7 best city for food, Charleston, South Carolina. This one hits a little closer to home as I frequently visit. Now, Charleston is a historically rich town and draws in visitors from all over to experience the local beaches, shopping, and low country cuisine. I feel like Southern hospitality and food are synonymous, and this is just that. Rib-sticking comfort food is abundant, and there are plenty of restaurants serving out Southern staples. If that sounds appetizing, check out Husk or Magnolia's. Much like Seattle, Charleston has some of the best seafood in the country, and honestly, a trip there wouldn't be right without some lobster or crab legs. Check out Hyman's Seafood, by far the best around. Let's head to the West Coast, where the wine country is supreme. Napa Valley, California. Fun fact for you, the Napa Valley wine industry represents $50 billion to the American economy. Now, if you're not familiar, this region is located north of San Francisco, and while the wine is great, the cuisine is right there with it. They have award-winning restaurants, Le Toque, Charlie Palmer Steakhouse, and Morimoto Napa, to name a few. Napa's restaurants highlight sensational international food. I would like to add that eating in Napa will be very expensive, so just be aware. However, if you have the bucks to spend, don't miss out. Los Angeles is the second most populous city in the US and perhaps one of the most unique places, not just in the country, but in the world. Widely diverse and spanning over such a large area, Los Angeles becomes almost hard to explain. I have to say, this one comes at no surprise, considering this region being the center for the nation's film industry. Because of the diversity, I think I could say that you may be able to find any food you could think of here. Obviously, some places are better than others, but my point is how many options there actually are. LA has these cool little districts like Little Tokyo, the 130-year-old sushi town. Another thing LA does well, Mexican food. If you don't know where to start, they have guided foodie tours that explore the city's exciting dining scene, and I highly recommend. Our number 4 best city for food is no other than New York City. And if you've been, I'm sure you'll agree. There is something for everyone in the Big Apple, and food is something cherished here. With the city being a melting pot and just the sheer volume of food options located here, not only can you find great food within a short walk, you can find food at any time of the day. From Michelin star rated restaurants to James Beard award-winning chefs, NYC has and will remain an epicenter showcasing some of the world's best food. Now, I haven't been to the city in a while, but I visit my favorite Greek restaurant, Milos, every time I'm there. Chicago, Illinois is certainly the leader of cuisine in the Midwest, and without a doubt, a prime food haven. The Windy City's food scene is no joke, as they also have an overwhelming amount of award-winning restaurants. I really enjoy the scenery and feel of this city. I would almost describe it as lively and creative, and that certainly applies to their food. When talking about this city, 3 words come to mind automatically: pizza, hot dogs, and steak. While rivaling with New York for the king of pizza, Chicago deep dish is an international favorite. Same goes for their hot dogs. Oh, and their steakhouses near the Loop and on the north side of the city are to die for. New Orleans, Louisiana earns the number 2, and rightfully so. The Big Easy provides famous Cajun and Creole dishes, including but not limited to gumbo, po' boys, and crawfish. The Bayou is highly hospitable, and if one thing is for sure, the people of New Orleans take pride in their cuisine. Not only does New Orleans have their famous specific dishes, you can also find some foods some may consider odd, like alligator. Tradition runs deep in New Orleans, and the same is true with their food scene. Before we reveal our number 1 best food city, smash that like button, click subscribe for more content, and leave us a comment below letting us know what you thought of this list and what you'd like to see from us next. To wrap up our list of the top 10 best food cities, San Francisco, California. A city that is full of opportunity and innovation brings a plethora of award-winning restaurants, farmers markets, and local treasures. It actually features one of the best food markets in the U.S., the Ferry Building Marketplace. Now, the Golden City is a mix of both casual and upscale dining options, featuring international food that is second to none. There are neighborhoods known for their foods, North Beach being the best spot to get Italian, Chinatown for Chinese, obviously, and the Mission for amazing Mexican food. This is one of those cities you can try restaurants without a guidance of ratings, as more often than not, the food is going to be incredible.